Rhythm and Vines, I think it was 2005, 2006. Just after I finished school, it was the second or third year they had that event down in Gisborne, and a lot of Kiwi acts. It was a good time.
Probably in 2000 when I thought the bug was going to hit, but then it didn't.
Like New Year's Eve games, we haven't won one in about 3 years, but I think I won one about 3 or 4 years back, so I'll take a game where I win on New Year's Eve.
The wife and I actually went into Sydney one night. We had a New Year's Eve game in Sydney when I was with the Razorbacks, and we travelled in on the train with a bunch of good friends and had a wonderful night watching the fireworks together, just me and her.
I had a New Year's Eve in Vaucluse once, overlooking the harbour, and the fireworks were phenomenal.
Just going out and watching the fireworks, almost in our backyard, because they put on a big firework display out there, so that was probably the best memory.
Probably winning at home, because every year we play a game.
Best one, I had one when playing for Adelaide. New Year's Eve, we weren't allowed to leave after, dance with the fans and all that kind of thing, and then a couple of us snuck out, and the countdown happened while I was in my car driving to a club. That was good also. I think I was by myself at the time, so it was a hey, Happy New Year's, Oscar. Good way to roll a new year. Yeah.
Basically every time we've got a New Year's, I've got a basketball game or something of importance the next day. So I've usually had early nights on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
When I was in America, when I was in university, my first year there, when I lived in Kansas City. Pretty boring city most of the time, but it was pretty fun that New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve I probably ever spent, it's not been too many of them, it's overrated, but it's probably that time we were up in Cairns, it was with the Brisbane Bullets, and we just had a party up there after the game and just enjoyed each other's company.
Well, for a few years there, I've forgotten them.
Well, New Year's Eve is my birthday, so I've had some pretty big ones. Probably 2000, 99 and 2000, had fireworks and a big one.
So probably forgot a couple of those ones, but I do remember playing the Melbourne Tigers when the seasons changed, and we did play the Melbourne Tigers at home at Wynn Entertainment Centre, and we got a win there, and we went out to the back, and there was fireworks, and it was lovely. It really was nice.
I think it'd have to be playing with the Townsville Crocodiles. Actually, they always used to play on New Year's Eve. I think they still do, but it would just be a big party. We'd usually schedule a game against the team that we're going to beat. Back then it used to be the Breakers, they were the whipping boys of the comp, how it's changed. But big win, the crowd would stay around till midnight, you'd stay at the swamp until midnight. It was just happy days, I really loved it.
Could be about 5 years ago in Sydney when we played New Year's Day, and so New Year's Eve went out as a team with the Breakers, and I got food poisoning and violently ill all night, and the rest of the team went out, and it was the 75th anniversary of the Harbour Bridge, so they all went out to party. Apparently they went, I even missed the countdown, and between the vomiting, I went over to the small window in the hotel. I could catch a glimpse of the Harbour Bridge, and there were some fireworks on that I could see. Then my mate rang me, because in Adelaide it wasn't midnight yet, and when I went to get back to the phone I missed the countdown, so I missed the fireworks on the Harbour Bridge. And when I came back, there was another couple that were in, and they took the window space, so I couldn't see out the window, so I just went back and I think I watched it on TV. There was a bit of static on TV, I'm sure, too, to make it better. But it turns out that the guys all went to a club, and it was a gay club, and so I missed out on that, so that made it really awesome. And then the coach made me play the game the next day when I felt horrible. That was pretty good. That was fun. Yeah, that might be up there. It was worse New Year's, wasn't it? The question?